Oh, jeez. Hello again, and happy Halloween. So I bought this prop from Lowe's like back in April, and it's just been sitting in a corner, and I forgot to actually put it together, and I haven't done a video or anything on it, but it's pretty neat. This is called, I have to read it here, the Haunted Hill Farm 6-foot freestanding motion activated laughing lighted life-size animatronic. That's a terrible name. Haunted Hill Farm 6-foot freestanding motion activated laughing lighted life-size animatronic. I can't even say it. That's a stupid name. This is basically a laughing granny, and she's a creepy like zombie granny. So if I was in charge of of Haunted Hill Farm, I'd call it Laughing Creepy Granny. So let's take her out of the box and set her up. Hopefully she can sit in this bench here and she won't fall over. Fingers crossed. But I specifically bought this because in my haunt, it's dark, there's lots of fog, and it's only lit by black light. So it's, not easy to see, but all the props inside are all white. Everything in there is white because I want people as they walk through to be distracted by the props and not notice the people dressed in black. They're going to jump out and scare them. So that's why everything there is white. She happens to be white. She's all white, white gown, and she's supposed to sit in a chair and look like she's rocking. That's what she does. So let's set her up and let's take a look. Now this shouldn't be too difficult to assemble, but I've been wrong before. Quick point of order here. I do not know how they put this in here. It's all tied together. This is a little silly, so bear with me. I'll have to edit all this, I'm sure. Oh, great. Okay, so she's one of these ones that's tied in there with wire. These are always a lot of fun. All right, only one way to do this. Oh. Okay, so there she is. Definitely a little creepy looking. If you haven't noticed, she's holding what looks like to be a baby. Yes, she's holding a baby. Definitely, like I said, creepy. Let's get this together. Jeesh. Look at all that. That's a lot to hook up. So just a reminder to all you out there, it's best not to store your babies still in their plastic bag. Definitely a bad thing. I do not recommend this. 0 out of 5, do not recommend. Do not store your babies in plastic bags. Or for that matter, do not store your grandmas either. That would just be mean. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up putting grandma and baby here together. She got a super long dress. It just goes on forever. I'm just gonna sit down here and take a seat next to her. Hi, I'm right here. There is right here a zipper. Sorry you can't see me, but there's a zipper. This opens up. And in here are all those connectors right here that have to go on here. So I think now is probably a good time to hook all these guys up before I mount this in here. So I'm gonna do that real fast. Okay, we got G to G, I guess granny. It's a granny. Once again, do not keep your bag on your granny. I got E to E, so don't ever keep your bag on your granny. Where's E? Oh, E. I don't see an E. All right, moving on. What about C and F? Here's F. If any of you have ever seen the movie The Sweetest Thing, you ever seen that movie, The Sweetest Thing? There's a scene in there where the two grandsons are talking to their grandfather, and their grandmother had passed away for a while, I guess. But anyways, the grandsons, one of which is Jason Bateman, says to the grandfather, "I bet you really miss Grandma." And the grandfather goes, "F Grandma." So that just made me think of that movie, F and G, F Grandma. So sorry about that. And I think, am I tilting? I'm tilting. I'll survive. So yeah, F. Let me finish putting these back together here. I gotta find D for dead grandma, I guess. I don't know, because you kept a plastic bag on her. This is E. I still can't. Oh, here's E. Here's E. I do not know why there are 47 different wires to connect here. Why couldn't it just be one? I don't know. That'd make things a little easier. Not that this is difficult, but still a little annoying. C. C for cold grandma, I guess. Here's C right here. All right. And there we go. Here's D. What? Why? These are both on the base? A D and a D? Why aren't they connected already? Anyways, D and a D. Connected, I guess, here. Maybe. Well, that doesn't fit very well. Okay, I'm going to have to work on this. This connector does not go together. Come on. I was in a good mood. There we go. Okay, so everything here is finally hooked up. Not that that was real difficult, but whatevs. Okay, we got our power right here. Where's my... Here we go. This is a standard... Actually, you know what? This is different. This is a 6 volt, 3 amp. They're usually a 6.2. Not that it matters, just something I noticed. A little different. A little different than I'm used to. Because I have like a dozen of the 6 volt, 2 amps out there. Because I have them for a bunch of different animatronics that I have. And I always buy extras because these things are really cheap and they sometimes blow up. I'm serious. I've had a couple that just smoked. So yeah, as they say, the smoke escaped. All right, so that's hooked up now. Let's get this together. I think there's a pole that goes in here to Grandma somewhere. Where'd the pole go? I just saw it. Oh, right here. All right. And they also give you a helpful little, these things. I'm not sure if you've ever seen one of these before. A lot of animatronics come with this to help you push in the little metal tabs that pop out, like right here. It's hard to get your fingers into this, so you just use this and you push against it, and then you can pop out the pole. So that's what this is for. All right, let's get her together now. Yikes. All right. Oh, I see it. Okay, so this obviously, this is the front because this is shaped like a body, right? The legs would be here, the butt's here, so this is the back. So I can put this together, get in there, go inside your grandma. Did I mess this up? We'll find out in a second. No, she's good. All right. So she closes up. She's together. All right, let's just see if she will sit. Okay. All right. Now these right here, I believe are supposed to be her legs to make it look like she actually has legs. So they're actually a Velcro on them. And excuse me. Let's do that. Okay, here's a leg right here. We're just gonna smack that on there. We're gonna smack this guy over here. Do 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 do. Pardon me, Grandma. And I'm doing this on camera too. This is a little foul, but all right. So there's Grandma's legs, and they do not stick. That's not helpful. That's going to be a problem. All right. Well, all right. That's on there now. Boy, that's not great. That's not ideal. That is not ideal. All right. Let's get the baby set in here, which I guess will be like this. Probably now would be a good time for me to remove the plastic bags off of baby and grandma. Remember, once again, do not store your baby or your grandmother with their plastic bag on. It's frowned upon. It's frowned upon. Just don't do it, people. All right, let me remove my baby in the bag. Baby, come on. You can do it. Let's go. Off you go. Come on, come on, come on. Yay, breathe, baby, breathe. I can breathe. All right, so plastic bag over there. Grandma, your turn. I guess she was hostage grandma. I don't know. Let's take this off of her. All right, grandma's free. I can breathe. All right, I have no idea how she works. I have no idea what's going to happen when I plug her in. On, and then what's this say? Human only. She must have a sensor somewhere on her. Oh, I see it. She has a sensor right here on her chest. And I don't know how I'm going to make her stay put. Okay, there's Velcro in here. How do I use this Velcro? You know, there are instructions for this, and most people have actually read the instructions, but where's really the fun in that, right? But there is a Velcro under here, under her seat, and I imagine I could probably use the Velcro to attach her to her seat. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to, yeah, okay, so I'm going to attach her to this chair somehow. I don't know how. This would work a lot better if she was sitting in a real chair. I don't really have a real chair in here at the moment, but we're just going to make her work, and I'm going to make her work by probably putting a weight on her. I'm just going to put a weight in Grandma's lap. All right, Grandma, time to hit the gym. Okay, let's see how that works. Oh yeah, she's not going anywhere. All right, so I have it set the human volume medium. All right, let's see what happens, shall we? All right, I think it's time to see what Grandma does. Once again, I'm not calling it whatever the stupid name is that Lowe's named her. She's just creepy Grandma. Let's see what she does. Creepy Grandma? Oh, jeez. Okay, that is sufficiently creepy. Thank you, Grandma, for that. I'm gonna walk away.